Hello, lovely people. So, this is us leaving towards our trip for New Year's, and we left Christchurch at 6 a.m. and now we're driving through, and we just got to Lake Tikapoo. That's where that beautiful view is. Absolutely stunning view. We stopped there just to take a few pictures and grab a coffee for the road to continue to Wanaka. So we continued on our drive and we just got to Wanaka and we just got to the U Fly, which is the company that we're going to be flying with. So this is the Christmas gift I got my husband. It's a pilot a plane. So it was really nice and it was a really fun experience, and that's really us just taking off. So as you can see there, the beautiful landscaping and the waters and the mountains. So this flight was an hour long in duration. We got to fly for a full hour with landing and takeoff included. There's the views, absolutely breathtaking. The pilot was also very informative. He let us know exactly where we were and all the detail about the mountains we were over, which was nice. That's a picture I added in of the plane that we were on. And we also he got a certificate for completing that hour. So it also goes towards any continuing pilot education someone wants to do, which is really cool. So that's us heading out towards Queenstown. So in Queenstown, we were just staying the night there. So that's our hotel. I'll give you a quick tour of that. I just wanted to show you guys the views as well. Super beautiful views, and it was really nice that night. So we headed out for dinner that night to a restaurant called Finn's, which was mainly seafood. It was all really fresh, so it was delicious. So after finishing up dinner, we didn't do much at all. Even though night was still young, we decided to go back up and just go to sleep since we had an early wake up in the morning. So that's the 31st of December, and at 6 a.m. we got ready, headed downstairs to the hotel, had some breakfast, and got going. So as you can see, it was pretty cloudy and it was raining all the way through. This was a 2.5-hour ride to Manipuri, which is where we are now. We collected our boarding passes and had to get on board the smaller vessel, which was going to transfer us then to the coach, and which was then going to take us to Doubtful Sound. So it's a three-parter, and this was the first part, was getting on the vessel and heading out towards the end of the lake. So I'm just showing you guys here a little bit of how this vessel looks like. It's quite small, but there was a lot of space for everyone to walk around or have a seat if they wanted to. So beautiful, look at that. I absolutely loved it. On board, it was about a 45-minute to an hour ride, and they had some complimentary hot beverages on board, so coffee and tea was available for whoever wanted some. And yeah, so we got off of that and we're just getting on the coach. That's how it looked like. It was pretty comfortable, nothing to complain about. This itself was also another hour to get through, so we had a lot to go through before we actually got to the sound, but it was definitely all worth it in the end. So that's just a quick look of how it looks like. I know you guys all know what a coach is, but just figured to let you guys see it even more. And that's the views. So it's pretty much all trees and like ferns and moss, different colors of green, which was really good to see. So that's pretty much the view that we spent seeing for the next hour. And then the coach actually does a few stops. So this was one of the stops, and I figured I'd shoot it for you guys and kind of let you see what we're looking at. So this was a stop. So this is kind of where the sound starts, from the top of the mountain. So we got to see that. It was a bit cloudy, so we didn't get a clear view of it, but that's all we did see from it, which was not too bad, because on our way back we got to see more, which was thankful. So yeah, that's the view. Now that is the vessel to Doubtful Sounds. That's the last part. So this is the vessel that we're going to spend the night on. As you can see, there's a few kayaks there just because we did get the opportunity to do so. I'll show you in a bit. So we're going upstairs to the main level. This is the main level of the vessel. So there's the dining area. That's where we had our meals. And that is the main level deck. So that is where most of the people spent their time, just sightseeing, and taking pictures and just enjoying the nature of the sound, which is super breathtaking. So now we go to the top deck, so the upper deck, and it's a wide space for anyone wanting a higher view. Also, the captain sits up there, so you can kind of see that a little bit in the video. The upper deck was a popular spot for a lot of people, including myself. Actually, I found myself up there for majority of the time, just because it's the perfect angle to see the waterfalls, the mountains, and the water, as well as spotting out some sea life. So we actually got to see a whale, a few dolphins, some seals, and believe it or not, some penguins, which was absolutely great. So here I was just trying to capture the layout of the decks so you have an idea of how they were. So the upper level in proportion to the lower level. Now keep in mind, I know the top level deck looks smaller, but it's actually more spacious because there isn't anything in the middle of the deck taking up space. So now we're on the middle level again. I will be taking you guys inside so you guys can get a clear view of the dining area and in the front saloon, which is where people played games or just hung out. So that's the front saloon. That's just an area to hang out, play games, have a cup of coffee, just watch the views. If you walk a little bit, there is the dining area. That's where we ate breakfast, dinner, and right now they put out a snack for us. They had muffins and coffee as we had just boarded, so that's all we had. That is the bar where it's a pay and go. It's not included in the fees, and that's the view, very beautiful. And that is the lower level deck of the vessel. So this has a couple of purposes. So that's where we board on and board off. That is also the smokers area. So if anyone wants to smoke, that is the place to do it. And there was a little garbage can there, so no one is littering their cigarette butts. Also, this area was used to get on the kayaks. There are some more views. I'm going to show you the bedroom now. So in this vessel, there's 3 types of bedrooms. There is the single room, the double room, and the quad sharer. So the last room that was available for us to buy was the quad sharer, but we did pay out as full as a single room because we didn't want to share with anyone. So that's why there's 4 beds there. They were slightly tight, but they were comfortable overall, I would say. There was a few cubby holes there to put your stuff, and the washrooms were on the side. So we made it upstairs again because we were going out for kayaking now. So I'm just gonna put a picture in because I didn't get to take a video. I didn't want my phone to get wet. So we came back inside. Some people went swimming. I came inside, got a coffee, got warmed up, which a lot of people did as well because it was raining while we were kayaking. So we were all wet and it was cold. So that's the same day. Can you believe it? Look how clear the skies look here. They look a lot more clearer than before. So you can kind of see the mountains a bit more in this scene. So now it's dinner time. This was around 7:30 and they put dinner. It was a buffet. There was so much food, guys. And then we got dessert. As you can see, the dessert selection was ginormous and there was just so much to choose from. And then because it was New Year's Eve, they opened the bar a bit later. So we actually just had some cheese, and then it was New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody. And everyone went to sleep after that because we did have to wake up very early. They needed us out of our beds by 6:45 at latest because they did have to change the sheets for the bed and get ready for the next crew coming in. So we did get a chance to have breakfast, so we made our way upstairs to the main level, and it was also a breakfast buffet, So breakfast buffet with a cup of coffee, it was the best. So just making our way up. I don't think I got a video of the breakfast buffet because we were there a little bit late than everyone else, but this is pretty much it. Then everyone went outside for the last little bit of our trip because it was getting over and we were making our way back to shore. So that's just how it looked like in the morning after all the rain. There was a bit more waterfalls. I know you can't see them in the video, but they were there. Because we had like an hour to kill, we decided to grab a cup of coffee and play Scrabble. Why not, right? And it was pretty empty. Everyone was outside, so it was really quiet, very peaceful. So now we're doing everything in opposite. So we got off the Sound. Now we're getting back on the coach, heading towards Manipuri. Well, in between Manipuri, actually, should I say. So it's an hour back, driving there. The cloudiness faded a little bit, but it was still there. We got off the coach, collected our bags, and actually got on to that smaller vessel that we did in the beginning of the video. Everyone was super tired by this point. Everyone just looked tired, and because we had no phone service, everyone was on their phone trying to check their emails and getting caught up on what happened the last day, and saying Happy New Year's to all their loved ones because today was January 1st. So like before, there was complimentary tea and coffee, and there was also snacks to purchase if anyone wanted some too. And we just got off, and wow, are we exhausted, but it was the best trip. We had a super great time, and now we're heading back home. Thank you for watching.